let's be so honest. The only card you would care about is the Charizard EX card. That is a cool card. I know I'm not the biggest Charizard fan, but even I can see that this is a really cool card. Obviously, it's at the top hit. But the other cards, like SQ, SIR, you put an S in front of the IR, and it just makes it feel more sort of a starter, like a Generation 1 starter set versus it actually being the entire region. X-Ray, just make these the Pokemon that you feature on the Giant EX ones. Like, I don't care about Fortress EX, Toadschool EX, Esperartha, Glimora, Wigglytuff, Pidgeot, or Squawkability, okay? These are Pokemon that are just waste of space as a full art EX. And again, I don't like the shiny, so I'm making it bigger, and I'm telling you, every single time I put Paldean Fates, I just get one of these. But luckily, we got a set to cheer me up, Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces is a set whose theme is focused around the ancient and future versions of Pokemon, as well as like the 6 legendary dogs, being from Generation 5 and then Generation 2, I believe. So it's, I believe, maybe this Suicune, Raikou, Entei, Cobalion, Verizon, and Terrakion, something like that. Booster pack price for a pack of Temporal Forces is $6.22. Again, another cheap pack and another general set that I think is slept on, but $6.80 is a great price. We would take a look at the hit rates. SIRs are now 1 in every 86 packs, which is like borderline criminal illegal that we jumped that high. Remember, it used to be 1 in 32. Now it's 1 in 86. And then now, hyper rares, if you care about them, are 1 in 139. Just getting a glance at the IR cards already, I remember this set has some really good artworks as well. So the Shift Tree is really cool with little sea dots in the background. It's like first evolution around it. I like the Grotto, really cute. The Deerling and Sawbuck cards are really cool. I love the Litten card as a cat person, really cute. I like the Bronzor, also really cute. I am a fan of the Excadrill. I used to show up the construction workers. The Arbok is a really cool card. Ghastly, I think one of the top chases. Again, really cool. I like the Meltan, the Metagross, the Moving Snow is really cool. I like the Cincino line. But overall, pretty good to very strong IR showing. And then if we take a look at the SIRs, this is going to be very dependent on like, your opinion. If you like, one, you have to kind of like the legendary dogs from Black and White, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Okay. Now, if you like them, then you're also going to have to like the ancient and future version of these cards. Luckily, I like both of the dogs, fine. But I also think the artwork, besides it being a feature on ancient, I think the artworks they chose are really cool. Like, I think Iron Leaves is a really cool artwork. It's like you're almost like on another planet, like with these like giant spikes of like stone and like the grass growing on it. Gouging Fire is really cool. It definitely gives like that jungle prehistoric vibe. Walking Wake, I love the card the scheme a lot. It gives me off like that gives off Pandora vibes from Avatar. That's what I'm getting from that. Iron Leaves obviously got this Japanese like pink, got that like Japanese cherry blossoms kind of standing there. I'm not a huge fan of Iron Boulder, but it's cool enough. And he also got Raging Bolt. Really cool. Very gives off like dinosaur. I like the Storm Cloud has also it's pretty dope. And I like the Electric Tail leading up to his like spikes. Really cool card. And then in terms of the trainers, I'll shout out Bianca's Devotion and Morty's Conviction. I think both of these cards are really good. And I think I like how they feature kind of like their the trainers Pokemon in them as well. So overall, I like the SRs a lot. I think the IRs are really good. I think it goes in definitely the purchase tier because again, obviously, it being $6.22 gives it a nice boost. But now the question is, does it go ahead of Paradox Rift or behind it? For me, because for the difference is, I like the Temporal Forces SRs a lot more than Paradox Rifts, but I like Paradox Rift's IRs more than Temporal Forces. So intrinsically, I would do this, but remember, they decrease the chance of you getting an SIR card at Temporal Forces. So I'm gonna put it back behind Paradox Rift. Now, okay, the next set is Twilight Masquerade, and the theme of this set is centered around on the Oregapon legendary Pokemon. But the hit rates in this set are 1 in 86, so the same as Temporal Forces, I believe. Yep, same as Temporal Forces, and the hyper rares are now 1 in 146. So they randomly jumped it up by like 7 packs. Okay. And a booster pack price is $6.98. So basically $7 for a pack. So again, kind of on the cheaper side, not too bad. So taking a look into the IRs in Twilight Masquerade, there's some good ones. I like the Sunflora card. I think it's pretty cool. Pinsir just chilling there. I like the Infernape, pretty cool. Frostlass is giving like Stalker vibes, pretty scary. The Fione, if I'm pronouncing the right, Fion, really cool. I like the Wailord in the background. I like the, surprisingly, I like the Cramorant. He's just so confused and confuzzled. Look at him, so lost. I like the Cramorant. I like the Hisuian Growlithe in connection to another card it goes with. Timber, my goat. I like the Probopass. He's just chilling there like a statue. People in a Pokemon interacting. Obviously, Tatsugiri and Eevee are kind of the big ones. I love the Tatsugiri card, so cute, and obviously the Eevee card, really, really cute. One of the top hits of the chase. So overall, I think the IR is pretty solid. Nothing to write home about, but definitely a solid IR list. So hopefully the SIR kind of matches that, right? Now, remember how I said this set is kind of themed on Ogerpon? Here it is. Out of the 7 Pokemon SIR slots, Ogerpon just has to be featured 4 times for 4 different forms. I'll put them on screen, you can see it here. If someone hasn't played Scarlet and Violet, the game, has no connection to this legendary, I just don't care. I really just don't care about the masked Pokemon. The artworks are cool, but at the same time, they're also pretty basic. And again, I have no connection to the Pokemon, so we're already striking out there. Sinistcha is okay. Its connection to another one, the IR, it's okay. I think Blood Moon Ursaluna EX is pretty cool, but obviously, right, the big talk of the town for Masquerade is the Greninja EX. Holy, like this card is so, I mean, just look at it, it's beautiful. It's one of the best SIRs in the Scarlet and Violet era, like leaps and bounds. But it just has to carry so much weight. Its shoulders, like, they're so heavy. And unlike Paldean Fate, which had 3 really good SIRs, this one has like 1.5. I will say the SIR, some of the SIR trainers are really good in the set. I like Carmine. Honestly, I like all of them. Like Perrin connects with the Hisuian Growlithe. Lana's Age, really cute artwork with the water Pokemon. And I like Kyrian and Carmine. I think they're really good, cool looking. Obviously, the SIR trainers aren't going to save this set, so I think the Twilight Masquerade will probably go in the I'm good tier. Again, the Greninja is really cool, but with the harder chance of getting it and like the IR cards being okay, I think it's like behind 151 for sure. Next up, one of the laughing stocks of this set is Shrouded Fable. So Shrouded Fable's theme is on 4 legendary Pokemon. I think it might be an expansion to the game, I'm not entirely sure. I'll feature them here. But that's basically, this theme is also kind of like maybe like a Halloween-y kind of spookier theme. I think that's what about the time it was released. But that booster pack price of Shrouded Fable is $7.35, which is crazy to think that it is now more expensive than Temporal Forces or Paradox Rift. But as well, the hit rates for the set are being a bit better. SIRs got reduced to being 1 in 67 packs. So again, better, but not by a huge amount. But the rest of it didn't change much from the previous set. So Shrouded Fable, take a look at the IRs. Again, positives first. Houndoom's really cool. I like the Duskull evolution line. Cresselia, I want this card so bad. It's so beautiful. Kind of got, again, you got 3 out of the 4 legendary Pokemon. You got Munkidori, Fezadin, and Okidogi. I like the Fracture, and again, the Persian's a big hit. So IRs are, they're good. There's some good ones, but overall, it's like, again, you can also tell it's kind of a small card list. Nothing to write home about. And then let's take a look at the SIRs. Now, again, the theme is the 4 legendary Pokemon. And you would think that since we saw 3 out of the 4, the 4th one being a promo, I think, for the ETB, the other 3 in the card list might be what the SIRs would be. Well, lucky you, the 4 SIR Pokemon slots are the 4 legendaries. Right here. These 4. And you can argue that they're just less cool, less inspiring, less unique versions of the IR counterparts. And that's it. These are the 4 Pokemon you get, as well as, my apologies, the 1 Cassiopeia SIR trainer deserves to be clowned on. It's such a I don't know why they make this. I don't know why they made this set. I really don't know why they made this set. Okay, with Shrouded Fable out of the way, now we're moving on to Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown kind of centers around terrestrialization, which is kind of like the gimmick of the Scarlet and Violet era. Before, I think it was Gigantamax, and then like Mega Evolutions was also kind of like a gimmick. So now we have terrestrialization, which, you know, not, again, I didn't really play the game that much, so it was fine, it was whatever, kind of a fine gimmick. A booster pack price of Stellar Crown is $7.07, so definitely like kind of on the cheaper side, so that's good. And the hit rates jumped up. The SIRs are now 1 in 90 packs. 1 in 90. Like 1 in 82 wasn't like criminal enough. Now we're just getting absolutely thug level behavior with 1 in 90. Like, are we serious? Alright, so for Stellar Crown, you probably know the IRs in this. The most popular IRs in this set being the Bulbasaur, Pidgey, and the Bulbasaur and Squirtle Pidgey cards, as I show them here. Obviously, they're definitely really cute. I like how they incorporate Pidgey. They also kind of match the Obsidian Flames ETB promo of the Charmander and the Pidgey. So having all 3 of these would be really cool. But these are like the top 2 IRs. But you also, I like the Lydian. I like the Raboot, just kicking a snowball. I like the Lilip, I like the car, I like the artwork. The Joltik is one of my favorites in this set. Milcery is really cute. Zeraora is really cute. Crabominable, he's kind of got that aura. So again, the IRs are generally fine. Obviously, Bulbasaur. Obviously, the Bulbasaur and Squirtle are really cool. But the rest they're decent. I didn't look at the SIRs. So it kind of depends on like terrestrialization, like for Galvantula and Terrapagos, like their terrestrialization is a big theme of it. But I think overall these SIRs are really cool. Like Hydrapple being like kind of like a mosaic art with a little Applin evolutions is really cool in my opinion. I love the Galvantula card, I like Galvantula as well. I think the artwork's really cool. Dashbun being like a little next to like little pastry next is cute. And then the Terrapagos EX I think is honestly really cool. I like the environment, like the background and everything is also really dope. So I mean, it's only 4 SIR Pokemon, and they're not the most popular Pokemon, but I definitely think they are SIR artworks for sure. In terms of trainers, Lacey and Briar are fine. So like overall, this set's definitely like a middle of the road set. Nothing to write home about. Nothing super duper crazy, but definitely like an alright set for me being $7. I'll play it. It's definitely ahead of Twilight Masquerade. Does it have a 151? Nah, I think it's probably, again, I don't like 151, but I think 151 IRs are just out of this world really cool. So that counts kind of, and the SIRs are cool, but only 4, and it's fine. I'll put it here. I think it's absolutely fine. All right, next set we have Surging Sparks. This set is kind of centered around what I got. There's like kind of a summery tropical vibe. Has like that little hint of it throughout the set. But also, again, features terrestrialization like Stellar Crown. A pack of Surging Sparks is now valued at $7.21, which is a little more expensive than Stellar Crown. And the hit rates are dropped again to 1 out of 87 packs for an SIR. If you look at the IRs in Surging Sparks, I like a lot of these IRs. The Execute is such a cool card. I like the Cast Form. The Cerulean is a really cool card. I like the Feebas and his counterpart card. This feels really cute. I hate this card. I really don't know why this was a Pokemon to begin with. Put that aside. I like the Latios really pretty. I like the Mesprit. The Clobbopus is really cute. I like the Skarmy. I think it's really cool. Like steel on chrome. This Lakoth is really cute as he's just chilling. The Braviary is really cool. And I like the cute and I also like this part. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name, but I like the Kelcleon as well. So overall, the IRs in this set are pretty good. Nothing, again, I don't think anything was super duper crazy to worry home about. But they generally are really good. I wouldn't mind getting. Oh, so for Fanfare, really cute as well. I like a lot of these IRs. Where this set shines, in my opinion, is the SIRs. This set has 7 SIR Pokemon slots, and besides one, I think all of them are so good. You have Durant EX being a whole card chain in itself. You have the Melodic combining with the Feebas card I mentioned earlier. You have the Pikachu EX, the Rainbow Terrestrialization, one of the traits of the set. You got the Latias matching the Latios. You got one of my favorite cards ever, the Goat Hydreigon EX. It is a beautiful artwork. Look at it. Oh my goodness. And we also got a Alolan Executor EX. I got really colorful, really pretty. To be completely honest, like I know this Pokemon is like on that booster pack artwork, but I don't know why he's in Surging Sparks and the vibe's kind of like tropical, summery. it's not that cool. Like compared to all the other SIR cards, it's just like the lame artwork. It is what it is. But in terms of trainers, I like the Jasmine case. But overall, these SIRs are really good. This paired up for the pretty cheap booster pack price, plus the kind of the very solid IR card list, to me is gonna be our first its peak tier. I think Starting Sparks is a really good set, one of my favorite sets ever. And again, the reason I think I put it ahead of Paradox of Temporal Forces is because the SIRs are those SIRs are SIR quality besides that one Pokemon. The rest are definitely SIR quality. I wouldn't mind getting any of the other ones. I think it's a peak tier. I think that's what separates it from like Paradox from not being there per se. I mean, I might review it later, but like the SIRs definitely put it a step above Paradox Rift in my opinion. Okay, another big one. It's Prismatic Evolutions next. Now, this set is featured around Terrestrialization and the Evolutions. So you already knew, if you knew this beforehand, you already knew it was going to be a majorly big set, and it ran the market for a while. But now you can get a booster pack of it about $8.63, so the market's kind of healing, kind of in the mid-tier price range, but way better than what it was, like way before. It was like in the double digits, something ludicrous. So the interesting thing about Prismatic Evolutions is they actually removed the IRs from this set, and they included Pokeballs and Master Ball rarities, which kind of borderline replace it. So there's no IR hit rates, but there are Master Ball and Pokeballs, and you know, for me, I just don't really care about this gimmick as much. Like they're fine, I don't really care. Again, I like the card arts in this set, in the Scarlet and Violet era. I think the card's really cool. I'd rather see that over Master Ball, random ass Pokemon, or random Master Ball Pokemon in this set. But they dropped the SIR hit rate from being 1 in 45, which is kind of hard to believe because I know there's like a stigma that Prismatic Evolutions has terrible hit rates, but surprisingly they're better from like a couple of the other sets we mentioned before. So take that as you will. So again, I'm not going to show the Pokeball and Master Balls, like they're whatever, but they have Prismatic Evolution has a lot of SIRs. Now I'm going to rant a little bit again because this is another big topic. For the SIRs, obviously you have the Evolutions and they're really cool. So Leafeon, really cool, like the Flareon. The Cerulean EX is a non-evolution, I think it's really cool. Obviously, I'm gonna put them on screen too, all the evolutions are really cool. But something that I don't quite understand that Prismatic Evolutions does is it takes some of the SIR Pokemon featured in other previous sets and includes them in this set again in a different revamped artwork. Now that sounds really cool. But my problem is just the SIR Pokemon they chose to be included in the set. For example, again, I really don't like the Ogerpon mask, but they're featured here. So yeah, they include the Ogerpon mask as well. And like, look at the other Pokemon they include. Like, we got Cerulean EX, really cool. It's giving the same vibe as Hydreigon. Like, look at this artwork. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Got Palafin EX. Okay. Iron Hands. Cool artwork, but who asked for Iron Hands? Who asked for Iron Valiant? Cool artwork. Iron Crowns, okay. This guy is here again. And again, the artwork is just not matching it. Roy Moon EX is cool. Pitcherant EX, okay. Dengo, again, not my favorite. Dragapult EX, I think is cool. Raging Bolt EX, I think is cool enough. Tropicos, I like the Stellar Crown Tropicos SIR way more. Bloomoon Ursaluna EX, it looks okay, cool. But I don't know I don't know how they decided what Pokemon they were going to choose, but I feel like if they chose some of the other SIRs in other sets, the SIR list on top of the evolutions and some of the other good ones, again like Cerulean EX or like Cerulean EX, like Roaring Moon EX, like they could have cooked so much harder. Like imagine another Greninja SIR in a different art form. Oh my goodness. But they kind of chose these. I'm just not like. What's the theme here? I'm not following. Because these aren't terrestrialized. Some of them. It's just like, I just wish it's more coherent theme, or they just have like they don't do like no IRs, just all SIRs. They have the evolution SIRs, and they have these other like imagine like other SIR Pokemon that make it to IRs or something like that. Or at least just make the SIR Pokemon way cooler. Again, I don't like the Ogerpon masks. I do not like the Ogerpon masks. There's 4 of them. They take up space. I don't like them. I don't like them. If you like them, great. Okay, good for you. I don't. And the other Pokemon still make sense. And then the trainer cards, very bland. like for all the colorful, very cool artworks you have in the SIRs. Again, I'm not a fan of Pokemon per se, but some of the artworks of these Pokemon are really cool. Again, Iron Valiant, Iron Hands, I like the artworks a lot. Don't really like the Pokemon, I don't know why they included them. But like then look at the trainers, which kind of did the opposite effect, being very basic. But we need something cool, my guy. Prismatic Evolution is the cool SIRs, but the trainers are just not there. Like Kyrian. Like, it's just him, my guy. Janine's secret art, at least is like trying a little bit, but the others are so whatever. I'm just not a fan. Like the gimmick, again, the evolutions are really cool, but if we're being honest, yeah, I'll put it behind Scarlet. I think I'll put it ahead because the booster pack price came way down, and the SIRs, some of them are really cool at the evolutions. I think I'd rather take the risk of that than Scarlet and Violet, which SIRs, besides Gardevoir, I don't really care about. Oh, but I like the IRs a lot. No, I'll do this. I won't do that for now. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Prismatic Evolutions. I opened my first share packs. I got my Sylveon SIR, then I was out. Then like I'm done. I'm not opening any more of this. But yeah, not a huge fan of Prismatic Evolutions. So take that as you will. Alright, so we now reached the last couple of sets in the Scarlet and Violet era, with the next one being Journey Together. The theme of Journey Together is basically specific trainers throughout the Pokemon game, as well as like the Pokemon that they use. Each booster pack of Journey Together comes around to be about $6.48, and the hit rates are back to being high from Prismatic Evolutions, with every SIR on average being every 1 in 86 packs. But besides that, all the other rarities are basically the same as previous sets as well. Now, Journey Together also has a very small card list, so as you see right here, this is all the IR cards they have. But I think the IR cards in this set are pretty good. I like Maractus, obviously a Gen 5 fan, but the Articuno is definitely a highlight. The Wailord's a highlight. I like the Swinub art, I think it's really cute. Ends Reshiram, again, Gen 5 fan, beautiful. And I really like the Noibat, like eating these little berries in a really pretty cave. Like, that's really cute. But again, very, very small card list, but the IRs are cool. And we take a look at the SIRs. It doesn't suffer from illustration raritis per se. It's just, it really depends if you, one, like the trainer Pokemon gimmick, and two, if you like the trainers that they picked out. So again, Gen 5, I love N, and I think N Zoroark is a really, really cool card. I love everything about this, right? But for the other cards, like, I know Lilius Clefairy is like the top hit in the set, but I just don't really care. I mean, it's cute art. But like Iono's Bellabolt and Hopp's Zacian, don't really care. Do not care about the Volcanion as much as I don't really care about the Legendary. And Salamence is alright. So again, the SIR card list, if you like them, good for you, power to you. But for me personally, that's definitely where the set kind of falls down. Even though it is a cheap booster pack price, I'm just not that too big on the set. So if I were to rank them, is it better than Shroud of Fable? Yes, 100%. It's better than Obsidian Flames. That's tough because I think both IRs are really good. I probably like Obsidian Flames a little bit more, but Obsidian Flames, the only SIR I like of Obsidian Flames is the Charizard. I'm gonna put it above Obsidian Flames, I think. I think I'd rather buy a pack of Journey Together than Obsidian Flames. Call me crazy. I like the SIRs, just having more, first of all, and second of all, like, but I like Charizard a lot more than Journey Together. Honestly, you could switch these around either way. For Obsidian, it can be Journey Together, Obsidian Flames, or Obsidian Flames, Journey Together. I'll just put it here because I think the SIRs. But the hit rates of Obsidian Flames is better. Man, this is tough. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna put Obsidian Flames at either or. I would have to really think about this, but either Journey Together, Obsidian Flames, Journey Together, as long as Shroud of Fable is last out of this trio. But yeah, these three, like, spoiler alert, are the worst sets and the only ones that's going to be in the last tier. I just don't like, I think these sets are super, super, super duper weak compared to the other sets. Again, certainly I have nothing right home about. It's a fine set, but definitely a dud during the last stint of the Scarlet and Violet era. Alright, and our second to last set is Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals kind of continues the themes of like the trainer and Pokemon, but they also incorporate Team Rocket. Like if you, I don't know, if people who don't really know Pokemon, they probably heard Team Rocket at least once, kind of the villain group of the original Pokemon game. But they also include Team Rocket, like the organization, as well as some of the trainers featured in that set, as well as some of the Team Rocket's Pokemon as well. So you kind of got like the heroes versus the villains type beat. And I think that's pretty cool. Personally, I wish they had more. I wish they brought back like dark Pokemon. Team Rocket had a set before they introduced like dark versions of a Pokemon. Here's a couple of them, like the Dark Charizard is probably the most notable one. I wish they brought that back as well. Kind of like Pokemon that kind of like either eviler look, but they kind of made the Pokemon kind of evil. We'll get to that. But that's the theme. A booster pack of Destined Rival comes out to be $8.79. Which is kind of mid to expensive, so not terrible for a booster pack price nowadays, but definitely not cheap. And the hit rates somehow got worse. Now for an SIR, we're at 1 out of 94. Well, everything else about stays the same, but like 1 out of 94 is kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, we're pushing. We're very close to 1 out of 100 packs for an SIR. 1 out of 100. You had to spend almost $879 to get one SIR on average. Like, what? Now let's take a look at the illustration rare cards in the set. I think the illustration cards in Destined Rival is pretty good. I really like Cynthia's Roserade. I think the artwork is really beautiful. Yanma just chilling, I like a dragonfly. Shaman's cute. I like the Rapidash. I think it's really pretty artwork. I like Ethan's Typhlosion. I think it's a really cool card. The Houndoom is a really cool card. The Blaze is a really cool card. I like both Misty's Psyduck and Misty's Lapras. I like the Clamperl actually a lot. I forgot this was in the set, but it's like a really beautiful artwork. Here's like the Team Rocket cards, and like they made the IRs of these Pokemon like really cute. Like here's like 5 Team Rocket cards that also are being pretty cute or like non-intimidating. Obviously you got like Team Rocket's Houndoom. Like this looks like pretty vicious, right? Kind of like an evil card. But I definitely wish they like made these more evil. Like Meowth is, I mean, they're cute, right? They're cute or non-threatening, but obviously Team Rocket's Meowth really cute. But it's not that intimidating. I don't think Team Rocket would be. Destined Rivals, by the way. And I like the Kangaskhan as well, very cute. So IRLS is pretty good. I like it a lot. There's a lot of good, nice cards in there. And for the SIRs, I think Destined Rivals SIRs are pretty darn good. There's a couple of them I'm not a huge fan of. Yanmega, not the biggest fan. The Team Rocket's Nidoking, I think it's kind of boring. I do not like the Mabosstiff. Yeah, Mabosstiff, or crucify me for pronouncing that wrong. But the other SIRs in this are really good. Team Rocket's Moltres. I love Ethan's Ho-Ho. I just want to play Heart Gold. I like Ho-Ho, big fan. Team Rocket's Mewtwo is obviously the top shade of the set. I like Cynthia's Garchomp, and I really like Team Rocket's Crobat. I love when Pokemon has a centered Pokemon, puts like the evolution of it in the background. Like we had it for like the Ghastly and Temporal Forces had that gimmick. Kind of the Shift Tree before, I think it might have been, and one of the other sets I mentioned had the C-Dots. I think it's a really cool gimmick, and this looks really super dope. It's really cool, especially I love Crobat, and probably Heart Gold. Crobat was in it. And I'll shout out some SIRs too. I like Ethan's Adventure, again, played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so, and I had Cyndaquil my second run, so I like Cyndaquil. I think this is a really cute card art. I like that it features kind of nature-y, kind of alive. It's a good actual Ethan's Trainer Adventure. It is what it is. So I think overall, Destined Rivals makes a pretty good case for itself. So it's definitely at least in the think tier. Destined Rivals play Evolve. I'll think Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals or Temporal Forces. Ooh. So I like Destined Rivals a lot. The only issue I have is the pack price being like $8 plus. So that's like the least appetizing thing about it. And I think the IRs, sorry, I think I mentioned the IRs are like very good. I think they're good. Definitely, again, I'm not a huge fan of like the Team Rocket cutesy dudes, all cutesy dudesy card, but there are some really good IRs in there. I think Paradox Rift Temporal Forces has better IRs than Destined Rivals, but I think Destined Rivals has a better SIRs, but they have worse hit rates. So it's kind of like all I think about. I might put it here. I kind of hate Paldea Evolve is like by itself. I'm gonna probably move things around, but I kind of hate that it's by itself. Not a huge fan, but I'll leave it here for now. I'm gonna review it in a second. Now we got Black Bolt and White Flare. There's not that much that needs to be said. My last video is literally only dedicated to why Black Bolt and White Flare is such a goated set. And actually someone mentioned in the comments in my last video that Black Bolt White Flare has a chance of getting God Packs as well. And I just want to mention, I think I forgot, that 151 and Prismatic Evolutions also have the chance of getting God Packs and Demigod Packs. So I just want to put that in there. That's attributes to the set as well that are kind of unique. But yeah, Black Bolt White Flare in my heart. Again, I'm a Gen 5 fan, but even if I wasn't, it's just the best set of the Scarlet and Violet era. And what a way to send off the Scarlet and But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it to this like this. I think this is my tier list ranking for Scarlet and Violet era. I'll also list them here in numerical order for your convenience. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video and you wanted to debate me in the comments, feel free. I'm open to hearing it. I know this tier list is probably make a lot of people mad. It's probably hot takes left, right, and center. But this is what I just personally feel like I would rank these sets. If you like the video, think about liking, think about subscribing. I'm trying to make more of these videos. I know it was a while between my second and third one. Fourth one's already come out, so good me. I'm being productive. But yeah, my next video probably look into the Mega Evolution set that dropped yesterday. I recorded this in the same day. I recorded this the next day as well. But yeah, good luck, guys, and just remember, Black Bolt and White Flare is just the best set in Scarlet Violet era.